The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most interesting flagship phones arriving next year. Rumors and leaks suggest that Samsung is preparing meaningful upgrades in design, performance, photography, battery life, and even security. For anyone using an older Samsung device or an Android phone from another brand, the upcoming model looks promising enough to consider as the next major upgrade. Samsung's Ultra phones are already known for reliable hardware, refined software, and long-term support, and the S26 Ultra is expected to continue that reputation. But the real question many users have is simple: is the Galaxy S26 Ultra worth waiting for? Early information points to yes, and there are 5 rumored upgrades that help explain why this new model might stand out as the flagship to get next year. The most interesting upgrade is the rumored privacy display. This feature has been mentioned repeatedly in reports over the past few months, and it is something extremely unusual in mainstream smartphones. The idea is simple but powerful. The screen will be able to hide the contents being displayed, but only from the perspective of people around the user. Someone holding the phone directly in front of them will see everything clearly, while someone peeking from an angle will not be able to view anything. This feature is designed for privacy, especially in crowded places like public transport, cafes, schools, or offices. It can prevent strangers from seeing messages, bank information, personal photos, or anything sensitive. The upgrade also becomes more useful because Samsung is expected to build AI features into it. The phone could automatically hide the display when certain apps or screens are open, and it may even monitor surroundings to trigger privacy mode when someone walks near the user. There are some concerns about constantly monitoring surroundings, but the concept is impressive and could set a new standard for display privacy in smartphones. The second major rumored upgrade is a wider aperture on the main rear camera. This change will allow more light to reach the camera sensor compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. It may not sound dramatic, but a wider aperture can make a major difference in photography, especially in darker environments. Low light photos should appear brighter, sharper, and more detailed with improved color accuracy and less noise. Night photos, indoor shots, and images with moving subjects could show noticeable improvement. The wider aperture has an unexpected side effect, though. Samsung will reportedly bring back a rear camera island to accommodate this new hardware. Some people may dislike this design change, especially fans of the cleaner, individually separated camera lenses. However, higher camera performance often requires larger components, and this trade-off is becoming more common. The third rumored upgrade is controversial but very exciting: the possible return of Samsung's Exynos processors in Ultra models. All Galaxy S25 phones use Snapdragon chips, but Samsung may be ready to reintroduce its own in-house Exynos silicon. The new chip, rumored to be the Exynos 2600 built on a 2nm process, looks extremely competitive. Reports claim that the performance numbers are strong enough to challenge or even surpass current Snapdragon chipsets. The Exynos version will not be available in all regions. Samsung might continue its past practice of offering Snapdragon models in some markets and Exynos in others. Some users are nervous about this change because earlier Exynos models had issues with heating, battery efficiency, and performance consistency. However, Samsung has been investing heavily in chip development, and early scores suggest this new version could be a serious improvement. If the performance leaks are accurate, the Galaxy S26 Ultra running the Exynos 2600 will be incredibly powerful and competitive. The fourth upgrade focuses on design. Leaked renders show that Samsung is pushing for a more comfortable feel in the hand. The Galaxy S25 Ultra moved away from sharp edges, and the S26 Ultra may go even further with rounder, more curved corners. This shape could make long periods of handheld use more comfortable, especially for gaming and typing. There is one downside: the design reportedly gives the phone a more iPhone-like look. Some users may dislike the similarity, while others may find it more modern and premium. Another design tweak is a slimmer body, which contributes to a sleeker profile but also influences the return of the camera island. For anyone who prefers a lightweight, rounded, comfortable device, the S26 Ultra could be appealing. The fifth rumored upgrade might be the most important for everyday users: a larger battery and faster charging. After years of sticking to 5,000 mAh batteries, Samsung is rumored to finally move to a 5,200 mAh battery in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. On paper, the increase is small, but it's still a welcome improvement, especially as displays get brighter and processors get faster. The battery change might also be influenced by Apple. Reports suggest that Apple is upgrading its battery size in the iPhone 17 Pro Max, pushing Samsung to follow. Even a 200 mAh increase can add extra screen-on time, especially when paired with efficiency improvements. Along with the new battery size, Samsung is reportedly boosting charging speeds. Wired charging could jump from 45 watt to 60 watt, and wireless charging could jump from 15 watt to 25 watt. Faster charging could significantly reduce the time needed to top up the phone, which is especially important for users who recharge multiple times a day. All these upgrades together paint a picture of a flagship phone that is not just a yearly refresh but a meaningful step forward. A privacy-focused display, upgraded camera performance, next-generation processor, more comfortable design, and bigger battery with faster charging make a strong combination. Some changes, like the camera island or curvature, might be polarizing, but innovation often requires experimentation. For users of older Samsung devices, these improvements could be compelling enough to justify an upgrade. For flagship owners from last year, the upgrades might still be tempting, especially with privacy and performance leading the list. As rumors continue to circulate, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a standout device and a strong contender for next year's best Android flagship.